Folks, the Warriors have a golden opportunity. The Golden State Warriors have a golden opportunity to potentially bring back somebody who has helped them not win one, two, three championships with the Warriors. Mike Brown let go by the Sacramento Kings. Kings are not doing what they expected this season. They are below the playoffs, below the play-in. Coach of the year 2 years ago. Sacramento back in the playoffs for the first time in over 15 years. Let go after practice on the way to the airplane to go down to LA to play a game. Let go in the car by a phone call. The outrage is crazy. Mike Malone, Rick Carlisle, all these coaches are like, yo, this is not fair. This is not cool. Just another NBA coach as a scapegoat. But is this a good chance for the Warriors to get Mike Brown to take Steve Kerr's spot? Come back to the coaching staff to be with Jerry Stackhouse or Terry Stotts? Randy Silver, Warriors Digest, folks. We're going to break this all down here. Please subscribe. Help us hit 8,000 fans. We're at 7,500. And folks, I see all the comments. People who say it's not the lineup. It's not the players. It's the lineup. It's Steve Kerr at the head. Well, now there's someone who knows the system, knows a lot of these players, and could come back and help as an assistant or head coach. Not advocating for a coach being fired. Brown is highly loved in the Bay Area. He spent 6 seasons as an assistant coach with the Warriors. Before that, he was with the Cleveland Cavaliers, LA Lakers. Did not work out the way he hoped. And he revitalized his career as a defensive specialist assistant coach with the Warriors. 3 championships won in this time with Dub Nation, and he could be a big win coming back. Steve Kerr has led this team to 4 franchise championships and multiple final appearances. However, we know, folks, this season, we're not doing good. 14 games, we lost past 11 of those. Sit 10th after being in first. What's happening with our defense? What's happening with our offense? We can't finish games. We're not scoring like we were. We're not stopping people. Curry's been in and out. Draymond's been in and out. Wiggins has been a mainstay. He got beat by Reeves, though. So do we need Mike Brown to come back in? Now, a lot of people, again, on social media, a lot of people around the NBA are saying terrible organization for the Sacramento Queens. And firing a coach because of bad players is crazy. But that's the life of the NBA. You can't fire people who are making millions and millions of dollars as players. You cut them, it's dead money. Sacramento, Brown proved he's a good head coach. Now, the question is he okay going back to being assistant? Is it going to take some time, collect severance, and go become a head coach somewhere else? Joe Lacob, Mike Dunleavy Jr., get Brown back. Get Mike Brown back in the Warriors organization. I'm not going to say if it's for Steve Kerr's head because I do not advocate for people getting fired. But if you, as an organization, think that Mike Brown will do a better job than Steve Kerr, then maybe this is your chance to make a shakeup just like the Kings made a shakeup. The dynamic duo, though, would be great. Steve Kerr obviously has Terry and Jerry. Now he can have Mike. We saw what we did with Mike with 3 championships with him as an assistant. I actually met him one time in San Francisco. I was at a bar by Chase Center. He was just hanging out. My group and I bought him a drink. He came over. It was super nice, super personable. Took a photo with us. I should have had it loaded. I apologize. It was really, really cool. Was a very nice guy. Told us a couple cool stories. We asked him, like, what's it like being in the NBA with Curry? Very good guy. I would love him to come back. Now, again, when he was with us, 2017 playoffs, the team went 12-0 in Kerr's absence. You remember he had to get the back surgery, had major back issues. Luke Walton got a head coaching job off of coaching the Warriors to like a 24-0 start, something like that. And that was when Kerr was out. He became the leader of Golden State's defense and was credited for their success, particularly in 2022 when they ranked second on the end of the floor. And we lost that in 23. In 24, we started good, but really it's not been good. You know, Jerry talked about he keeps a tracker, and the players love it. They don't want to get knocked off. And you know what? We've been getting knocked off. And what's that tracker for? Let me make myself bigger. The tracker is for defensive plays, getting interceptions, getting hands on the balls. Interceptions, wrong sport. Takeaways, blocks, things like that. Making the right reads, getting to the right spot, things of that nature. And we haven't been doing good. So the question is, can Mike Brown bring this team back to be successful? Does he even want to come back? And I think that's the tough question is for Warriors fans. Like, what are we doing with Steve Kerr? And does it make sense to want to keep Steve Kerr here or not? We're going to look at our roster. Who does Mike Brown know? Who is on that team still? Curry, Wiggins, Green, Payton, Looney, Kuminga, Moody, maybe Santos. I forget when he came. So he'd be familiar with that 7 players. Obviously, he knows our organization well. I mean, he knows the whole front office. He knows Chase Center. So he could step right in and help. Now, I don't know how coaching staffs work. I know there's a finite amount. So I don't know if you can even bring him in as an assistant coach if you already have lead assistant offense, lead assistant defense. Maybe he can be brought in as a special consultant and help in the back end. Maybe he doesn't want that. Maybe he wants to come in as a head coach. If he came in as a head coach, again, we have a bunch of first-round picks. Mike Dunleavy Jr., are you going to make a trade or are you not going to make a trade? Obviously, we've broken down Warriors Digest a bunch. Please comment your thoughts. That trade needs to be done based off of this team. So what are the Warriors going to do? Again, you have Curry locked up for 2 more years. You have Draymond locked up for 2 more years. You have Wiggins locked up for 2 more years. If you're going to go get a superstar, Wiggins' $26 million salary has to be part of it. We obviously made the trade earlier for Dennis. You think someone's going to want a Kuminga, Moody, Podziemski, or TJD in some capacity, some combination, if there's going to be some type of big trade. So the Warriors need to be smart about what they do and how they do it. And if you don't think Steve Kerr's the guy, Mike Dunleavy Jr., Joe Lacob, now you have a coach out there who is a proven winner, someone who knows the coaching staff, who knows the players to a degree, and knows Chase Center and knows Dub Nation. You have a chance to make a change like the Kings are to try to jumpstart their season. Kings are only a couple, do I have it on here? I don't. Kings are only a couple of games behind us in the standings. We're 10th in the standings. They are 13th. 3 games back. Both of us are having disappointing seasons. Kings went and got DeMar DeRozan. Kings have lost 5 games this year where they were leading in the 4th. I think I read that stat, something like that. That's tough. I mean, look at the game yesterday. They lost to Pistons. De'Aaron Fox fouls on this closeout 3 when they're up 3. Gives them an and 1 4-point play. They lose. That is not a De'Aaron Fox type of play. And, like, obviously, they did not coach him to do that. And what did he do? Brown said, yo, we can't do that. Like, he kind of threw him under the bus in the press conference. Was that the dagger? Now, does that mean it's a golden opportunity for the Warriors to go get Mike Brown? We saw the stats. We saw what he did. Comment your thoughts, folks. Is Mike Brown a guy to come back to Golden State as assistant coach or the head coach? I want to hear what you're thinking. I want to know. Comment. Let's get this video to 10, 12, 15,000 views. I think this can be a banger. Let's debate, folks. See you on the next video.